Thanks for joining Armwrestling fans. We are live in a very long time. This video is mostly going to be about the discussion between Jodi Larratt and Babken, which allowed us to know more about what the current situation between these guys is. We'll discuss that, but before that, a few important news updates. First of all, as you may have already seen in the video that I just uploaded, Levan Saginashvili has called out Devon Larratt on the left arm. Yes, he wasn't happy because Devon said that if he was fresh, then probably the pull would have looked different. It wouldn't have went the same way. So Levan is like, okay, if you have some doubts, Devon, then I'm willing to clear them. We can have a left handed super match as well. Clearly, once again, indicating that practice pulls do matter even at the topmost level of arm wrestling. Then Sandres Chedis announced that his match against Sergey Kalinichenko has been cancelled by himself or postponed because he's not feeling well. He cannot train well because of some issues in his arm. He's been competing multiple times this year and basically with no training at all, so everything has been competition, and that's why he wants to like train more, build a better base, rest a little bit, and then come back. So these are the news updates. I hope the audio quality is okay. Ronin the Troll Slayer, Jody teaching, okay, how to be a real man. I don't think so. I have a totally different viewpoint about this upcoming match or this conversation, not this match. And the first thing when I what I saw or thought about the situation when I heard Jody argue with Babken is that I'm glad, or people are glad, that Jody is not a lawyer. Otherwise, she would represent her client's case in such a way that for stealing a candy from a store, he's probably going to get a life sentence. That's how Jody was arguing about that point, what was said. So I'll play that video for you guys so we can discuss it along with the video. Jody Larratt. All right. Jody's stirring the pot, bros. Devon, okay. Death threats are such a low blow from Babken. No, nobody has any kind of proof, including Devon and Jody, that Babken gave them any death threat. So let's say, what's your name? Edgar Allan Poe. So if tomorrow I message Devon or email Devon that Edgar Allan wants to kill you, Devon, then how will you react after that if Devon confronts you and he says that he wants to beat you up and he wants to face you in an MMA match? Wouldn't you say, like, did you check from the source? Did you have any proof that I said that? Maybe he never said that. We'll discuss all of that as well. Your height, my height, right now it's morning time, 8:33, so I'm 5'11". If you would ask me in the evening, it would be a different answer. 5'10" and a half, maybe even a little bit less than that. Both did wrong, and to solve the matter, you have to forget this for good of arm wrestling. Yeah, I kind of do agree on this one because this looks like a fabricated issue, man. So Devon is calling Babkan a dog. Babkan is calling Devon a bitch. And then we have Dennis calling Devon a rat. So I think these are kind of very low level insults. Like, at least add something more to that. Make it funny. Like, you're a rat. No, you're a dog. It's like watching two fifth grade students argue with each other. Like, that's the kind of level that we have been seeing right now. Live stream में कर लो आप, video play कर दो. हाँ, that's what I'm going to do, bro. I'm going to play the video.
Was recorded, so the intent recorded audio of a conversation between Babken and myself. It was not planned. It was not straight up. I can tell you, Babken does not know that he was recorded.
So first of all, the argument is already over, man. If you are recording someone without them knowing that they are being recorded, you've already lost the argument, in my opinion. Like, why is Jody recording? Yeah, that's the thing, man. At least let them know. Like, when you are like, just imagine any conversation that you are having with anyone, any kind of conversation. You may be a completely different person otherwise compared to when you know that you're recording yourself and that person. So he's going to act the exact same way as if he was acting while knowing that he's not recording. He still doesn't know that he's being recorded, so he's going to act the same way. But you can totally transform the quality of conversation. You can be polite, you can show different things, show some different things that you're really not. And that's the thing, man. If I'm really a bad guy, aggressive guy, my tone is like I want to fight. But when I'm recording something and you don't know, I can always paint you like a bad guy. I can suddenly become so polite and you're the aggressor now. So very cheap tactics, and that's bad. That's really bad, Pradeep. 1000%. Yes, you are right, brother. So, and still and still she made a very bad argument. We'll discuss that. I listened to that audio about maybe 12 13 hours ago once, and then I'm going to listen it with you guys once again. The speed is 1.25x.
So the intention for me behind recording it was that I wanted to be able to share with Devon exactly what was said. And now I feel it's important for
She wanted to share with Devon what exactly was said. So I don't think Jodi has that bad of a memory that she couldn't remember what was said in a 20-minute conversation. She could have just went there and recited the whole conversation almost about exactly as it went. I don't think there's a need to record that to in order to show what.
the arm wrestling community to know what was said. I was beckoned over, walking through the lobby to come and sit and join Engen and Babken. And the first half of the conversation was not recorded.
So first half was not recorded. If we listen to Babkan, I'm quite sure he's going to tell us something that was worth recording in the first part and that was not recorded. Maybe she realized halfway through that I need to record this conversation. And I'm wondering, how did she get to her phone and start recording? Did she say, like, I need a break, I'm coming back in 5 minutes? And then she went on with the conversation while the recording was already on? Like, how did, like, if you were in a place sitting with people and you want to record something, and how do you do that? Like, what do you say? Like, okay, let me check my phone once. I need to go. And then you come back with the recording on. I'm not sure what happened there.
I realized it was something important to be, like I said, to have shared with Devon. So all of this buildup and tension that's happening between these two camps at this point resulted from a series of trash talking events between both sides. And I want to make it very clear that the only issue that Devon has, the only line that was crossed, he's fine with everything that was said, call a clown, say he's ducking, whatever. None of this matters to Devon. He's not sensitive about it at all. The only issue came to a head when his own personal security was being threatened by Babken. And no.
So his own personal security was being threatened by Babkin. Kind of confusing words, like threatened. What kind of threatening? To beat you up? Is that a personal security threat? Or to kill you? Like, what kind of threat? Not clear at all.
Babken for as long as he has, and understanding his character and the kinds of
Understanding his character and the kind of what? Like, was she trying to say the kind of things that he has done, or the kind of path that he chose in the past? Like, she wanted to say something like that. Clearly she wanted us to know that she's thinking about saying that, but then she didn't say that just because she wanted to be politically correct a little bit.
We'll just say that. Devon started to take these threats seriously. The insinuation online publicly from Babken, making him disappear, etc. There's some comments that you can have a look at it there.
So that's bad. That's bad. I'm not aware. I've not seen those comments where Babkan openly said, Babkan, does he really type in English? I don't think so. Maybe he said in some video, but please let me know, guys. Are you aware of the comments or the videos where Babkan said that he's going to make Devon disappear? Because I've not read any comment like that. I've not read it in my comment section or anything like that.
Combined with the private messages and emails that Devon was receiving, to be very careful because of Babken's intent to do him harm, physical harm, are the only issue that Devon has.
Okay.
These are lines that are crossed, in our opinion, and we know that there are cultural lines that were crossed by Devon as well from the other side. So you can have a listen at the unsolicited interaction between.
So Jodi agrees that both of the parties did cross the line. Good thing. Good way to start making your argument.
It gets a little heated on my part. I am very passionate. And you guys.
So if it is that heated in this part, imagine how much heated it could have been in the part that was not recorded.
What do you think? Anyway, take it easy, guys. Stay tuned for all events to come.
So this is the secretly recorded audio by Jody now. So Babkan will now fight Devon in MMA. Like when did this happen? I'm not sure. To be honest, let me be clear. This is the first time I've said a lot of stuff against Babkan, and I've said a lot of stuff in support of Devon. And when you change somebody's mind who was in support of you, and now he's kind of supporting the other guy, then you made a really bad argument. I was supporting Devon on this issue, and I am feeling sad for Babkan right now. I'm kind of supporting him. So imagine what Babkan's fans or the European guys must have been feeling after hearing this conversation. Pradeep versus Andres King off table 9. Yeah, I think that's a good match.
What we can do is have a fight on Saturday, have a match on Saturday, and understand that the only thing ever that matters to Devon and to me, because I support my husband, is to develop the sport. And people, if the sensitivity is too much, that's something that. No sensitivity. Oh, but it. I'll finish my sentence. So if you when I say sensitivity, I mean feelings of hurt. Okay. And if that's too much,
this interruption part is there a couple of times. Like, let me finish my sentence. That's what Jody is saying. We'll discuss about that later.
Not intended. Yes, it's not intended to be that way. His only intention is to build the sport, but no, not but, and things that you have said and done have been insensitive to us. You personally, Babken. I don't like seeing my husband be called a bitch and saying he's a bottom. And doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. That means he's low. That means he's low. Yeah. So you call him names. But whether it's on internet or not, we're getting.
So Babkan did not say that he didn't call Devon a bitch. He's saying that I did not say that on internet. And actually the same thing I said about 3-4 days ago as well. I said that whatever Babkan told Devon, he told him privately. So I'm not sure if Devon needed to make that stuff public. Usually when somebody says something about a YouTuber, then the YouTuber replies publicly, because that's an assumption from our part that the other guy would have also made it public if he had a big enough YouTube page or social media page. But in this case, Babkan has a YouTube page, he has an Instagram. So if he didn't say anything to Devon publicly there, then I think Devon could have also responded privately and not publicly.
Personal messages where you're.
The champ can say whatever he wants. Jason, good comment, and I do kind of agree with that.
Calling my husband a bitch is disrespectful.
So they say that's calling my husband a bitch is disrespectful. Come on, Jody. I'm quite sure you're watching this, and if you're not, somebody is going to send this to you for sure, 100%. So Devon called Gennady a dog during that match, and again Devon called Babkan a dog as well here. So maybe it could have been after Babkan called Devon a bitch, but Devon calling Gennady a dog was way before that. So this is not public information, but I heard about that in the Gennady event, when Jody was kind of given some hints that she's not kind of welcomed on the stage as a corner woman anymore, she got really upset, like really, really upset. And people were saying, or she was telling to people, that she doesn't believe that they have kind of a equality for women over there in Turkey, like they're treating women differently, like you're not at the same level or some stuff like that. So Jody was really mad, and that's why she was not the corner woman of Devon as well. I think that's maybe 50% assumption from my part. So clearly Jody believes in equality. She believes in equality, as we have seen in that incident in Turkey. And so Devon calling someone a dog is totally okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But somebody calling Devon a bitch is completely wrong. It's just male and female, Jody. What about the gender equality that you were preaching about in Turkey? I don't think you really believe in gender equality. So that's really bad. That's a really bad argument, man.
His limit is too much. He heard too much. Then he sent me. And that's why we need. And when we're getting other people messaging saying that you're going to kill him, that's crossing some lines. Of course. Yeah. Of course. So don't think this is one-sided. It's not one-sided. Of course, it's dirty things. Who wrote like this? If you find. Well, I'm not going to give out names for those. Call police. To find to bring. Calling them. He said that if you find them, call the police. Those no. You misunderstand. Those people aren't threatening Devon. Those people are saying you are threatening. When you came up, I did. No, you're right. For the most part,
It's good that Engin is there to correct Jody in whatever she is saying. So basically, she's saying that some other people are threatening Devon on your behalf. What I said about Edgar in the beginning of this video, this live stream. So what does Babkan have to do with that? He's clearly saying that okay, that's clearly wrong. I also do agree with that being wrong. So what you should do is call the police that these people are threatening my husband. Call the police. They're bad guys. So clearly he's saying that he did not tell anyone to say that. So if they're saying that, it's their problem. And then Jodi is saying that no, you are not understanding my point. Anyone who's not understanding this point is probably no one. Jodi also understands that, but she wants to make an argument in her favor.
But when it's a lot of different sources, it gets a little bit. And when you're online and you're
Do you really think dog is the same as the witch? No, it's a different gender, man.
giving out, like, some of the things that you said were very threatening to his personal safety. So that's a lie. That's a very big lie.
No, of course.
That's not
If-
like
if
a I
somebody-
called you a name and hurt your feelings line. That's a I'm gonna kill you dead line. And that's a bigger lie.
You think we start?
Not the exact words, but the threatening aura was there.
You know, problem which one is more, because you and especially your husband think he's like arm wrestling guru. He know everything about arm wrestling, about trash talking,
Well, he knows a
more
lot about
than
both of
the
those
other
things.
people.
He knows a lot about them.
But he's know everybody under the gun. Everybody make mistakes. How your husband
Of
made.
course.
Why he think he's more smarter than the other people?
Why do you
about
say he
this?
thinks he's more? Why are you making that assignment to
Because
him?
what you do, you all time talking about this. You talk about we promote, we create,
Yeah.
everything.
And you don't think
You don't think
you
I'm
don't
not
think
doing?
you don't think okay, you don't think that Devon
But not
is
like
selling
this
more,
type.
is promoting more. You don't think you pick one arm wrestler in this world who sells and promotes more arm wrestling. Who would you say that would be?
Devon.
Okay, so therefore, I do think that he is better at it than everyone else. That's
But-
not being
but
arrogant.
it's not
That's
mean-
true.
But it's not mean he.
Yeah, Devon being more knowledgeable almost than everyone about arm wrestling. Him being the best promoter. I don't think there are any arguments there. So I think it's kind of a good point from Jodi, and Babken is also agreeing here.
Can decide for us too, not from me.
Decide what for you?
Decide which kind of way is good for promotions. You understand?
Well, he's not
You
deciding
think
for
he's
you.
more,
He
best
decides
way
for
to-
himself, and
only
then you respond in the way that you choose. He didn't decide for
We
you.
do. I short time. I make a YouTube channel, and he's very popular channel, and he's doing.
And he helped you with your YouTube channel. He gave you lots of pointers and tips. He did.
I very appreciate, and we do for everyone. We do for community, and for me, I give back many things, And before that, from my side, we changed on one day.
He didn't change anything. It's the same person. This is how he felt.
It's
his
my
sadness.
mistake.
This is how he felt. He doesn't
my
wish
mistake.
anyone harm. He's not going to harm anyone.
And how doesn't Babken notice this trend? Like Devon always has some kind of beef with everyone before the match. But remember his past matches. Does Devon still have a beef with any arm wrestler? No, against Chris Gobby only, and he was not Devon's opponent at any point of the time. So it's going to be the same case this time as well. There is going to be no beef after this thing, and so everyone is going to be a friend.
It's my mistake because I don't understand correctly. Deeply how I have to know.
Deeply, my husband is a person who's gone to war 7 times in Afghanistan to protect his country, his people, the people who are there.
Where are you?
Just let me finish, I do. But let me explain to you who my husband is. He is a person who sacrifices and selflessly gives. He has selflessly given to this whole community for decades. He helps everyone who asks for help. He has always been there to build this sport. He is always doing things that will cause him his own.
Wait a second. What did she say?
This is how he feels. He doesn't wish anyone harm. He's not going to harm anyone. All he
It's
wants
my
to do.
mistake because I don't understand correctly. Deeply how I have to know.
Deeply, my husband is a person who's gone to war 7 times in Afghanistan to protect his country, his people, the people who are there.
Where are you?
Wait. I don't get this thing. What does being in the military and going to Afghanistan have to do with arm wrestling at all? Like, where did this argument come from? And the military guys are overrated, anyways. Nobody goes there to serve the country. Everybody goes there to get a salary. That's what they signed up for. If there was no salary, if there was no package, nobody would be going to Afghanistan. Let's be clear about that. That's just, if you guys ask me what is the most overrated thing in this world, is it's like number one, a military guy, the most overrated thing ever. And what does that have to do with this here?
explain to you who my husband is. He is a person who sacrifices and selflessly gives. He has selflessly given to this whole community for decades. He helps everyone who asks for help. He has always been there to build the sport. He is always doing things that will cause him his own demise, his own hurt, his own self-hurt, to help build this sport. There has to be a bit of a villain if you want to. Okay, so I understand that your lines were crossed. I understand. I understand. Devon wants to only build. If you can understand intention, the intention when you say you don't understand my husband, I'll tell you who my husband is. My husband is a man who puts other people above himself
What about
always.
this? About this, I understand.
This is still the same thing. It's all yes, it is. This is who he is. What he's doing for this match, believe it or not, what his intent with this match is, and the way that he has acted publicly after events were happening where it took from you, is to still build.
Cool breeze. No, no, that's not an misunderstanding, or what did you write? The comment went off. Lack of understanding. No, no, no. I roll with the special forces guys every single day. So don't tell me about that. They'll tell you the same.
Grow it
What is different?
for other people.
Difference. If I have opportunity, big opportunity to do something, it's working the other kind. If you work personality, it's more sensitive and more understandable from me. Because you understand what I mean. If I have lots of money, for example, or some opportunity for spending many places and help many people, for example, to give some family help like this. For me, it's not big problem. You understand what I mean? When I start to deeply understand with my friendship, partnership, this is more important because from this.
And that's the problem. Like, let's see how many guys got immediately butt hurt who are not even in the military, and they are getting butt hurt about me calling a military guy. Not, I'm not talking about Devon. I'm talking all of them, about all of them in general. That point was not about Devon. And people are getting butthurt who have nothing to do with the military. That shows that how much, at which level you guys have been brainwashed about that issue.
So this is, I understand. So that's what I need you to understand is that this is a combat sport.
Not publicly, not publicly. Ask a military guy privately, like when he's alone. Like, do you seriously think if military is overrated? And he's going to say yes. Trust me on that.
Armwrestling is a combat sport.
No, combat.
It's not combat.
No, because if it will be combat sport, we will really crash.
Combat sport means that you compete against one person.
Yeah, but not like fight, like UFC.
But it is a fight.
Yeah, but
Of course it's a fight.
it's fight.
Of course it's a
100%, but
combat
not
sport.
physically like UFC. You know what I mean?
What kind of fighting we are doing in arm wrestling? No, it is not a fight.
When people talk about
I know you.
Buy games or you'll be missed.
Devon is like McGregor in
I know.
yes, but this is not good. Not the same. You know why? Because McGregor after that going to fight. He sent me.
We see differently. This is a fight sport. This is why is arm wrestling? Why is UFC, McGregor?
Software.
Why is this a UFC is huge sport? Yes, huge sport. Where's arm wrestling?
For me, it's number one.
Okay, for you, the world.
I don't-
Compared to UFC.
Arm wrestling will never be like that because
No, it won't be like that, but it has the potential to grow. That's what
Exactly,
Devon does.
Sampex.
Grows the sport. It is about, and if you think it's easy to be the bad.
Okay, then if Jodi is saying that it is just like UFC, it is a fighting sport, then in a fighting sport, people threaten to kill each other all the time. There's no big deal. You can get killed in the ring as well. What's the issue? But maybe the issue is that it is not coming from Dennis and it is coming from Babken. So if it is a fighting sport and those threats came from Dennis, then Devon would have been okay with it just because it's a fighting sport and people can die in a fighting sport. Like McGregor, she's giving the example of McGregor. McGregor says all the time, I don't know exactly who that fighter was. Tomorrow you're going to die. Like he said something like that in press conference. So yeah, he also threatens to kill people. And Jodi is a big fan of UFC and McGregor, so I think it should have been okay. Yeah. Did you not hear Jodi received an email saying that Babkan said I'll make you disappear? So that Babkan said, so I could have sent that email to Devon or Jodi. It doesn't mean that Babkan actually said that. Like, where's the proof of him saying that?
In arm wrestling, you're wrong. This is an example. This is my example. Hold on, please. Listen, no, you have to. This point's very important to me. when I say he puts others above himself, he does that because when he is an asshole, our family's attacked. He's attacked. Don't think that this is just his arrogance. He's ego. This is him thinking he's better than everyone. No. What he's doing is putting himself below everyone, so and opening himself up to attack all the time to help grow the sport. And if you don't understand that, then you do not understand Devon. And friendship is important. And friendship, every single.
It's true. It's true. After 2000, I'll say 19 or 20, Devon has received a lot of haters, like a lot of hate towards him. And he has, like, his haters have increased a lot in number. That is true. Whatever Jody is saying. So Devon is probably dealing with 100 times more stuff like this than Babken or Dennis is. But I'll say, just because you say that, well, I have a broken arm, so if I can at least give you a little bit of scratch on your arm, you shouldn't be bothered about that. Look at me, my arm is totally broken. I just gave you a little scratch with a blade. It shouldn't bother you. So it's that kind of argument, and I don't completely agree with that.
There is only one thing that is like, okay, that they say that this should be done without going that far. It still would be the same effect. Yeah, that's the only thing. Like
Everybody went a little far. Everybody went far.
well, I'm just saying that, like, you know, when
Yeah, but it's not your choice. It's your choice to feel whatever you want to feel. That's your choice. But it's not your choice to decide how the world.
Once again, Engin is correcting her.
Wrestling progresses. It's not your choice. It's not my choice. The world of our wrestling will
you can
progress.
still grow, you know, we can say that you are.
And then how many views does your video have?
You are not only clown, but you are also someone else.
How many views does your video have from last night?
No, this is not.
I'm asking you.
Calling me or something. They just.
No.
Arch Dog is saying, I wish I had a wife like Jody. That's the exact same thing I said when during the Prudnik versus Devon match, when Jody was creating a scene around the table. I said that's the perfect kind of partner that you would want to have. I was the one who was criticizing it first. And I was saying, if I was in place of Devon, I would expect the same thing from my cornerman. Like, I would love to see that. I'm not against it, but the rules should be against it. So I do agree with this.
But listen, that part is not crossing the limit. That part is not crossing. That part crossing the limit after what is built over a big before.
Yes.
That part. Other than that, like you call him clown, you can call him that. I don't know, something else. But whenever you say like that, people are just like, guys, you know, this is.
Wonder Bucket, who made the secret recording, actually Jody did, without even telling Babken or Engin.
I mean, he never said that. He just asked questions. He asked questions.
Sometimes you accept some little bit. You want to accept.
See,
Guys, you know, this
that's where she lost the argument once again.
I mean, he never said that. He just asked questions. He asked questions.
Sometimes you accept some little bit. You want him to accept everything.
Oh no, I say playful.
Engin is also laughing. He's like, you want me to accept everything? Come on, Jody. So Engin was saying like that was also not correct when Devon was calling Babken and Dennis gay. And Jody's like, he never said that. He just asked questions. Yeah, he clearly said that, probably 15 different times.
Yes, he suggested, he insinuated. Yes, he did, absolutely. But he never said. But and if anybody else, so anybody else, not anybody, but everybody else, like Gennady, same thing. Prudnik, same thing. Nobody said we're gonna kill you and we're not friends anymore. So
See, that's another argument. So Devon called Prudnik gay, even gay Prudnik. Devon called Gennady gay Nadi. They didn't threaten to kill Devon. So why are you doing that? So we did wrong against a couple of guys, and if they didn't react, it means now it has been established as a right thing to do, and there's nothing wrong with that. So now you reacting to that, that makes you different than two other people. Like, how can they not react if it was a bad thing? So you shouldn't also react. Another very, very bad argument.
to expect. Okay, let's just forget about the words of that, but the feelings that you have.
Nothing is gonna happen. And then it is good that, you know, women are on this shoulder because Devon and him couldn't sit down and talk, but you can sit down and talk. It is like to nail
That.
What he challenged me MMA.
Yes.
He will be ready, really?
Oh, he'll fight you.
Yes.
He will fight you. He's not happy with you. You crossed our lines badly. You did. It's the truth. You crossed lines. You called him.
No, because
You called him a bitch, actually. Whereas,
Because
clown,
you think
chicken,
it's your-
whatever. But you called him a
because
bitch.
you're feeling-
That's a problem.
Personality.
Nah, it's not a problem, Jody. Especially when you call others a dog.
No, this is what he do. He's working his name.
I know what he said. I understand what he said.
Tom Stubblewin in the house. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Pradeep. Spitting logic.
my name, my mother watching, my son watching. You feeling is good? If I hurt your family or yourself, it's not respectable.
We just can't. We just have to agree that we will
You
see
keep
differently.
only about promotion.
No, don't roll your eyes. That was disrespectful to me. That felt to me very disrespectful. Like we have different.
So rolling your eyes when the other person is speaking is is really disrespectful.
That's what I mean. We have different minds.
He takes the promotion lightly, not you. For sure.
I understand that.
No,
I understand
I
that
don't
the
think he
action.
didn't make you disrespect you.
I know you didn't try to. That's my point.
Yeah.
My point is, we culturally, what you do, where you're not trying to disrespect me, still feels disrespectful to me in ways sometimes. What we do, where we're not trying to disrespect, still feels disrespectful to you. This is the point I'm trying to make. We each have different minds. To me,
Then it's over. Then where's the argument? I don't understand. And that's the best point that she has probably made till now. And it's
that's
over.
so rude. And I know you weren't trying to be rude. I know your intention was not to be
No,
rude.
he's just saying the promotion.
Against rap is Eminem's level. This.
I know what you're saying.
Not what you're
I
saying.
know what you're saying, but in a way,
Hey, you're talking
body
about him.
language,
He's not talking about
body
you.
language can be very, very telling. Yes.
Okay, but I don't. The promotion.
You
I understand.
so many
promotion
people
is
wrote
not
dirty things about this after that.
Do you go on my sons? Okay, my sons,
You are happy?
my two boys, my two sons.
I really thought that the situation is as worse, and I was kind of talking badly about Babkan in that video after listening to what Devon's had to say, and now I'm feeling like a fool. There is no situation. Somebody said that Babkan was threatening to kill you. It didn't come from Babkan directly. Babkan is saying I had nothing to do with that. You should call police on that guy, whoever said that, whoever sent that email to you. I have nothing to do with that. So that's it. The situation ends here. I don't see any problem after that.
Two sons arm wrestled each other the other day on a YouTube channel, and people called them butt brothers. You know what a butt brother is? It's trying to say that they have sex together with my sons. Okay, this is the world. It is.
Okay, see, same thing once again, like the Gennady and Prudnik thing. So our sons are also being called gay many times. So they don't mind. Then why should you mind? It doesn't. Unfortunately, or fortunately, it doesn't work like that, Jody. That's not how it works.
We didn't go and freak out about it because we know people sit in their basements and they do this and they have no life outside, and we don't give value to it.
If some of you guys punch me, come here and punch me in the face, and then punches someone else in the face, and then I'm going to tell him that I didn't bother, I didn't respond, so why are you doing that? It's okay just because I didn't respond to that.
But we don't give value.
Maybe I couldn't. Maybe I was not capable enough.
We have to learn. Do you know how many things have been said that are not true about my family, about my husband? Way more than this one situation. Far more. And if you don't have, what did I tell you last night, Engen? What kind of skin do you need? What kind of skin do you need? Titanium, yes? Titanium. You know titanium? Strong metal. Okay? If we are in the world where we have phones and
Fuck you, Pradeep, disrespecting Jody. No, you were disrespecting me. I didn't say one disrespectful word. I just repeated with my own analysis whatever she is saying.
on the public eye, we have to have titanium skin. More things have been said to hurt my family. Yeah, there you go.
I blocked 2000. It's still growing. So.
And if
If we will have a past, we will have a friendship relation, it will be okay. He don't know me, and we don't understand well or something like this. I try all time to bring in normal way. I call him, I try to understand. After we sitting in Dubai talking 1 hour, he say apologize. After that, he continue. After this one video, apologize. Continue the same.
he made an apology video. He did not want to do that originally. He made an apology video. He said,
important.
yeah.
Just respectful, not for show. Something personality.
Okay.
For me, like,
That's two ways. That's two ways. He was asked to make an apology. He made an apology publicly. He opened himself up. Devon was asked. I didn't say you asked.
Okay.
He was asked. He made the apology because he realized that it was very sensitive subject and it was hurtful. You guys were hurt. So he said, I will never do that again.
So if he himself realized that it is very sensitive topic, and he probably shouldn't have said that, people felt hurted after that, then why somebody else needed to ask Devon to make that apology video?
I apologize. Wait, no.
You
Stop.
say apologize and
Stop.
after-
You called him a bitch and a bottom. Stop. I was there when he made the video.
After.
He did not continue to call you bad names in that.
Okay, so Babkin cleared it here. After he called Devon a bitch, after Devon called him a dog in that apology video.
He moved to something else. Whatever. He called you a dog. This is it's too much. He made a video to apologize. He made a video to apologize. He genuinely apologized for what he suggested about you and about Dennis. He genuinely made that video. Please don't pull your phone out right now. I don't care to see your phone.
Of course, you don't care to see that because you know Devon did not apologize. Anyone with half a brain cell, including Jodi Larratt, will know that Devon did not apologize to anyone. Clearly, not to Babken at least. And he doubled down on the insults that he threw in Babken's way. He called him gay once again in that video, or I should I say, as if I try to use Jodi's vocabulary, he insinuated that Babken is gay once again, and he threatened to beat him up in an MMA match or whatever, and then he called him a dog. What kind of apology is that? He just doubled down on whatever he was saying, and Jodi is like, no, he sincerely apologized, and Babkan is like, okay, I'll show you on my phone how he apologized. No, I don't care to watch your phone at this moment. Of course you don't. Of course you don't.
Yeah, he said, keep your dog away from me. And that was offensive. Yes, he meant you.
What was offensive? I missed it.
Yeah, he said, keep your dog away from me. And that was offensive. Yes, he meant you. But to me,
He said apologize and after
yes, but he did. He apologized for what you were all upset about. And then he's not just going to say, oh, we're all best friends. Oh, everything's okay. And he said, keep your dog away from me. That is not the biggest insult to me in any way. I understand.
Once again, saying that you're a dog is not an insult, but saying that you're a bitch is an insult. No, Jodi clearly does not believe in gender equality. She does not believe in that, and that's bad. If we are living in 2023, Jodi, come on, you should believe in gender equality. I'm all up for that.
Moment is very
I get it.
to us the same, not like
I get it. But what are you allowed to say? You have all these restrictions on what he can say. It's a fight. They're building a fight. If you don't understand that, you miss the point. You miss the boat.
Okay.
This does not develop. If people are all, oh, we're gonna arm wrestle. Oh, we are. Oh, you win. Oh, congratulations. Like, that's boring, and no one wants to see it. No one wants to see it.
You are really deeply going in this earth, internet, YouTube. And
I'm not going deeply there.
why
You're the one concerned about what everybody's saying on there. You're just like, oh, these people say these things. So it's you who's deeply going in the internet. We're just building this one.
I have many sportsmen.
Okay.
My team is go up and they need to
Well, so you think we don't need to? You just said I'm deeply going in the internet.
better to do together something. Not hurt. Definitely we need to hurt each other.
So many people would not be hurt by any of the things that
we
Devon
know each
said.
other. He didn't know why it's, I have to know deeply your husband.
And I missed one point. Did you just listen to what Jodi said a few moments ago, maybe a minute ago? She said that, well, he apologized to you for what he said, so that's okay. That thing is over. Then after that, he said something else that was disrespectful for you, so it was totally okay. Like, what kind of argument is that? Okay, I slapped you in the face and I said sorry, and then immediately after saying sorry, I spit on your face. So why are you worried right now that that subject of slapping is over? Just forget about it. Now this is a separate topic, and I'm totally wrong, totally right, because I've already apologized to you. That's a different thing. You cannot interrelate these two. Man, come on.
Didn't understand my border and my side.
So from our perspective, you crossed lines before you did.
Where? Which time?
The bitching and whining that he didn't pull Dennis when he said he was going to pull Dennis. The calling of the clown. Those things happened before, and I'm not going to disagree.
Please accept me.
So clearly, we all know Devon very well, and you calling him a clown is not going to bother him that much. That's clearly not Devon's personality. And like bitching and whining about Devon not competing against Dennis, saying that he's going to cancel the match, I don't think Devon is going to be bothered that much. That I don't think that is crossing the line according to Devon. I just don't believe that. And to me, it feels like Devon is thinking in his own mind, well, similar things were said and they are acting that they got hurt. Clearly these are not bothering me at all, so probably I should also act like I'm getting hurt. Why can they only act publicly that they are being hurt or disrespected? I'm also going to act that way, and then maybe the match will be promoted more. I think that's exactly what Devon is thinking as of now, or while starting this.
Photo in his Instagram and say, okay, I'm clown and he accept.
Oh yeah, he's like, okay, well, you want to call me a clown? Sure, I'm a clown. And then he plays with it. That's the point. You call him a name, and he's like, okay, I'm not. I'll make that name. But see, but you guys don't have. You're too sensitive, and the other. Oh wait, a problem. We know, which is why he apologized.
No, no, no. No problem about he's going way. He's very sensitive.
So you're saying, I think Pradeep is very biased, Meg M. I'll just clear one thing. I've been called a Devon Larratt blind fanboy at least 10 times in this past 1 month.
Why he apologized, and you can't accept it. That's why he apologized, because when he realized how bad that was for you, he made an apology video. He did, but he called you something else, and you
No,
have a
it
problem
didn't.
with that. Like, you can't. What do you want? He says, "I'm sorry for this. I should never."
Okay,
have
okay,
insinuated
okay. Listen to
He
this
did,
again.
but he still.
Listen to this once again. That ends the argument right here. I bet when Devon is watching this clip, when he saw, he would have been like, this. What are you saying, Jody?
He called you something else, and you have a problem with that. Like, you can't.
So he apologized for one thing and then he called you something else, and you have a problem with that. You cannot have a problem with that. What I just mentioned a few moments ago.
What do you want? He says, "I'm sorry for this. I should never have insinuated this. This was my mistake. I didn't realize." What did he continue?
And then he called you gay and a dog and threatened to beat you up in a cage after that. So you shouldn't be mad about that, because before all of this, he apologized to you.
After.
Can you say dog?
Oh my God, that's what I'm saying.
The other
He
one.
did. What other one?
The other one, what he do yesterday?
He walked in to give Dennis some cards, and you stood up.
No, I just stand up, yes, but
He came in. He said, "Hi guys, how's it going?"
Yeah, Devon came in that room in a very friendly manner, like very friendly manner, and Babkan stood up like this. I'm not sure what was the reason for that. Maybe he felt like Devon has said that he keep Babkan away from me, it is going to be bad for him. So maybe he thought that if he doesn't stand up and Devon decides to attack, then he's not going to have an option to defend himself. Maybe, but I think it's being a grown-up man, he could have just seen the way Devon was walking. He was laughing, he was playful. I don't think he needed to stand up. Dennis also didn't do that. Dennis didn't even flinch. And actually, Dennis did say that if it comes to throwing hands, then we are ready to throw hands. Like something like that, he said in that Coach Ray interview. And I think he called Devon a rat as well. Like we no not directly, but we said like whatever Devon is doing, we call that type of behavior like a rat in our country.
Yes.
what is mean? I don't know.
It means you're acting like a baby. It's close to your name. It's just a
Why?
player.
Why?
Because of all of the backlash, you get all upset about the dog. He can't say anything. It sounds sensitive.
No,
It's too sensitive.
I
He
couldn't
stopped.
hurt him. You think I couldn't hurt him?
Listen, don't talk to me like that. Don't talk to
But
me about whether
why you
hurt him.
let him support your wife, your husband? Maybe it's mistake. But and I respect. Of course, it will be like this. But you have to understand my side too. Why
Listen,
you-
he apologized for the thing that hurt you the most and hurt Dennis the most. He did that publicly so that everyone could see he made a mistake. He was accountable. He stood up. He said, "I am sorry for insinuating this, making it seem like this. I did not realize it was such a problem culturally." Wait, and then
And then after he said that I'm going to choke Babkan, and not in that kind of way. So don't get excited, Babkan. That's what he said after saying that he should not have insinuated that they're gay people.
And then he says, "So that is a big deal. Where's your apologies? Have you apologized for calling him a bitch? No, you haven't done any apologies." And then he says, "Keep your dog." He says, "Keep your dog away from me."
Yeah.
It's not a big. This is so you're not allowed to call him anything. What should he call it? Keep your very sweet manager away from me. No, he's not happy with you for how you treated him, and you have to be accountable to Babkin, and you're not being. So it's hard for me to meet you any further because there's already been more movement for apology from Devon than there has been from you at all.
No, man, there was no apology. Do any one of you believe in this chat that Devon ever apologized to Babkan? Like, ever? No.
That is a fact.
I'm not saying he should. I never said that he should apologize. I don't believe in these apologies anyways. Like if I were to design how humans should react, nobody would be apologizing for anything, because you clearly knew in 99.9% of cases you knew what you're doing and what can be the consequences of that. So apologizing after that kind of makes you a fake person. So that's why I never apologize. I was like, okay, whatever I did at that time, I knew what I was doing. So there is no point in making any apology. Devon shouldn't also apologize, but saying that he did, that's kind of a little weird.
I didn't didn't see.
So you feel like you've done nothing wrong?
No, if he says apologize after we came here, we spoke like friends or not friends. Okay, we understand each other. Believe me, it will be finish our negative moment because he said apologize. He continue. And
He
Dubai
didn't
is
continue. He did something different to continue the trash talk for the match. He did not continue to insinuate you're gay. This is you're
you
missing.
know, please, you know for what I send like this because when he make video after that
Hello.
I like Pradeep's philosophies. Thank you, brother. And Soul Arun doesn't like them. Not a problem.
continue wrote here this video.
So that's basically the end of the video.
Apology, and he did nothing else.
Guys recording before, and after we put video, we wrote with hearts some video from this video, and he recorded and put in Instagram. After that, I wrote. He didn't stop. That's why.
No, he did. You got it wrong. This conversation, appreciate your time back in, but I'm going to go now. So the thing is,
That's why we don't understand.
And one thing that I noticed, I forgot to mention while watching this video is that about 3 times Jodi said that whenever she was speaking and Babkan said like she was saying that there were some crossing the line and Babkan was like, okay, what crossing the line? And Jody was like, let me finish my sentence. Would you let me finish my sentence? So 3 times she said that, and about 2 3 times when Babkan was speaking, she interrupted him, like clearly interrupted him abruptly, and Babkan did not say anything about that. I think he should have. It's not kind of Jody's fault, but she was interrupting as much as Babkan at least. So now let's read the comment. Many people were asking like where this clip is from. This is on Jodi Larratt's channel. So she admits that she recorded this interaction, the second part of the interaction, without letting anyone know about that. So yeah, Babkan may have been surprised after seeing this publicly, and he was speaking in a kind, peaceful manner. That I'll give that to him. So how does this work, man? In this whole situation, I was 100% supporting Devon. You may have seen I called Babkan an idiot, and now I feel myself an idiot for saying that after watching Devon's video. So I was always 100% supporting Devon on this topic until I saw this clip, and now I'm speaking whatever or analyzing whatever I'm seeing or hearing right now, and you guys are saying I'm biased 100%. So none of you said I'm biased when I was like completely openly supporting Devon on this topic. Much love from Bangkok. Enjoy the YouTube videos a lot. Thank you, brother. Thank you for the two. Is that a pound? Yeah. You stopped it 3 seconds and talked for an hour. You stopped it over 3 seconds and talked for an hour. Okay. That little sit down accomplished zero. Yeah, that I think Jody made a very bad case for very bad argument for Devon. Like so far I'm not sure what the case. Of course, if you go under her channel, people are supporting her, but I think those people were already supporting them and Devon, but it may have turned some people like me from Devon's camp to now supporting Babkan on that, just because she didn't present the argument well, and I was not aware that it was someone else who told Devon or sent an email to Devon saying that Babkan is threatening to kill you or to make you disappear. Babkan didn't send that. Somebody else said that, and Babkan is saying, "No, I didn't tell anyone to say that, or I didn't say that. You should take action against that person whoever said that. It's a very bad thing." Thoughts on Denis Siplenkov's shape? Not initially. I was thinking, yeah, it's good, but when I saw the measurements, like the bicep is like a couple of inches smaller than his peak shape. So that's what actually, if we go by Igor Mezurenko's measurements, it's like 3 inches smaller than the peak shape. So I was wondering if people are saying that yeah, Dennis doesn't work his legs, that's why he's 10 to 12 kilos lighter. I'm like, really? His biceps are a couple of inches smaller, his forearm is a couple of inches, maybe at least 1 inch or 1.5 inch smaller than his peak. So I'm not sure if all of the weight is lost in legs. I think he's still in that same proportion as he was. So I was little bit, being a Dennis fan and rooting for him in this match, I was a little bit disappointed to see that he's probably not near his peak shape. Like just look at that bicep whenever he's holding people in that defensive position back in the prime. Like there's a big basketball there, but it's not the same right now. 2 inches lost on bicep and forearm, it's a big deal, man. Every word manipulation. No, it's 4 inches smaller than 2014 and 3 inches from 2019. So at that time, Igor kind of measured it diagonally, and it was like 58 centimeters. And when Engin measured it, it was, I think, 49. The tape was loose, but that arm was not pumped. So maybe let's say it's 50, 51 if it is pumped. So that's like a 6 7 centimeters, 7 centimeter difference, almost 3 inch. Dennis looks like the thing from the Fantastic Four. Yeah, that rock kind of thing. I don't know what his name was. I watched that cartoon maybe more than 2 decades ago. I don't remember anything about that. Just know that there were four guys. One was strong like a Hulk, and one used to fly. But he said he lost. So it's not even a situation, man. I can clearly tell you on this one. Devon went like, well, we have exchanged similar kind of verbal arguments, and they're acting like they felt hurt, they're disappointed. And why am I not feeling anything? Maybe I have a really tough skin. So I should also tell them that I'm also feeling hurt, and you guys cross the lines, and it is going to promote the match better. That's exactly how Devon went in this situation. But he said he lost it for endurance. Yeah, he never had it. He said he didn't gain that much weight to to keep good endurance. No steroid, no peak shape. You think Dennis is not taking any steroid right now? I doubt that. I highly doubt that. Devon trolling. Cheers to everyone from Oregon. When we will see Aussie arm wrestler versus Pradeep, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Like the way Ryan and Matt Connolly are having their matches today, like in a similar situation, maybe we can someday invite them in India and then we can compete here. I think it's a possibility. Dennis won't ever be as juiced up. So, yeah, so we'll talk about that Ryan match after 5 minutes, and I'll end this live stream in about 8 minutes from now. Current Devon can current Levant defeat 2013 Dennis? It's a close match, 6 round super match. Levan will for sure get many pins. I'm not sure, man. Explosive top roll may be Denis Siplankov's problem. I'm not sure if King's move is going to be enough to crack Levan's wrist, because so far we have not seen anything that indicates that Levan's wrist can go back. So if your wrist doesn't go back, then the King's move wouldn't mean much. So I'll still be favoring Levan in that match, but not very, maybe 55-45. Secretly recording is a serious conversation is. So was that a snake? Yeah, that's why I said in the beginning of this video that she already lost that argument. What if now they start saying that the limits were crossed, feelings were hurt because you secretly recording us? Then that becomes a new separate topic altogether. George is on crack. In America, saying get your dog is like saying get your bodyguard. Yeah, but in some other country it can be something else. He was not talking to some American. I'm reading the chat from about like 15 minutes ago. Babken is taking all the distractions away from Dennis. Great job. Good point. Good point. Never thought of it like that. Although I did mention that Devon is feeling. So we can say the same thing about Jody as well, in this situation at least. Yeah, Devon is worried about way too many things as of now. He isn't looking focused, while Dennis is 100% maintaining his focus. Solarun was saying that the things were serious or are still serious, but from the latest VIP meet and greet video, it seems to be fine. I haven't watched that video, brother. I'll watch it soon after this stream ends. So tell me quickly, can you? I was not able to read the comments initially. Perhaps the apology was to Dennis and about not to Babkan. Yeah, to Dennis he did not say anything bad in that video, but to Babkan there was no apology. Pradeep, when is the weigh-in? Weigh-ins should be like, what's the date today? 10, 11. So today it's usually around like 30 hours before, so they may already be weighing in. That's the only thing. There can be more improvements, but that's the biggest thing missing from East versus West is no proper veins. The veins at East versus West are always kind of shady, and they don't really show anything on the camera. Like, why can't they just have a clear photo or video of the veins, like during the press conference, vein them right then and there? Like, what's the problem? Start a press conference a little bit early, maybe, or record it, whatever. What's your final opinion or prediction? I'm not sure what you're asking. If you're asking opinion, I was like, maybe, yeah, maybe. I'm not saying he didn't. Maybe Babken did threaten Devon, but there is no proof of that because someone else sent Devon an email, and Babken is saying, I have nothing to do with that. You go deal with that person however you like. Take him to get to go to the police and complain against him. That's what he's saying. So I think that's it. That topic is over there. And as of the prediction, I think I don't see any way Dennis can beat Devon. Maybe in the first round with his wrist cracked, too much side pressure just slams him down to the pad. That's a big possibility because Dennis is really powerful in the hook. It's over for Devon. I think like Devon did against Prudnik after fully cracking his wrist with the King's move, and then he went in a hook and was able to beat Prudnik. Even that may be a scary thing for Devon to do against Dennis if he goes there. Like in the final round, yeah, maybe he can hook, but in the beginning rounds, no. In the first round, absolutely no, 0% chance in the first ready go. Will be picture of clown and chicken on poster at cross press conference. I hope not. I hope not. Dennis will win if he tickled Devon's nipple. So I think that Devon should win this match. If we have been observing arm wrestling clearly, I think Devon should win this match 3 pins to 0. Dennis winning this match is more exciting, as we've already discussed. And if Dennis in this shape beats Devon, and then I think Levan may also be in trouble. Then we have underestimated Denis Siplenkov's strength. And Dennis has said a couple of times that his peak shape and Levan's peak shape are very close. If Dennis is fast enough, it's over for Devon. On the left, he was very fast because he was stronger. Let's say if you're like 20% stronger than your opponent, then it is easy for you to be faster than him, even if he's like one of the fastest guys ever. Dennis has secret fire that will come out. I hope it happens. What kind of diet Dennis is on? Not sure, man. He's very calculated about everything, so I won't be surprised if he's even while being a super heavyweight is counting his all of his macros. Have you taken some money from Babkan? Looks like you are in favor. So no, brother. Until today, I had taken a lot of money from Devon. So that's why everyone was saying that you're biased. You're a Devon Larratt fanboy. You don't see anything else. So yeah, I'm good. I take money from both parties. That's why I'm so happy. You always see a smile on my face, no matter what. Dennis has been unbeatable. He was an icon and is surprising all the new fans. Yeah, Dennis is getting more popular day by day. You can watch the videos, similar videos. Dennis videos always get more views on than Devon, and you can go on Google Trends. Like last month, Dennis crossed Devon in terms of popularity, and it's only going up, and that's the way it is. People want to see Dennis more. He was more popular due to 2009 prior to 2019. Yeah, that's exactly. So whenever Dennis has arm wrestled in past 2 decades, in whichever year he has arm wrestled, he has always been more Google search than Devon. Always, like never it has been otherwise. Maybe for a month or so in those 20 years, but he's always been more Google searched, including now. Dennis has more fans in India than Devon. No, no, no. I don't think so. I think Devon is way more popular here in India. Does Frank Lamprelli have a chance against Matt? I don't think so. I would like to say no. I would like to see Matt win in that match. Igor used to love him because crowds used to flock towards those tournaments. Yeah. So, guys, that's it for this live stream. I'll be reading the comments under this video as well. Probably will read these after the stream ends. So if your comment was missed, if you have something really important to say, please mention in the video, not in this live stream, after the video ends. And in a few hours from now, Ryan Bowen will be facing Mazahir Saidu, the king of Indian arm wrestling. I think it's going to be a good match. I hope Mazahir wins. Only then Indian people will share it and make it viral on Instagram. I hope that's the result of that match. And Matt Connolly, Hollywood Matt Connolly, Ryan's buddy, he's also going to compete against Abhas Rana. Abhas Rana is 15 years old and he has 1.5 year experience in arm wrestling, and he's about 5'10", and he's about 94 kilos. While Matt Connolly has been arm wrestling for at least 2 years, more experience. He's taller, he's heavier, he's 12 kilos heavier, 107 kilos, and he's older. Like, I'm assuming he's maybe mid 30s or something like that. So, who do you have as a favorite in that match? Can a 15-year-old 94 kg guy, boy from India, beat Matt Connolly, who's been arm wrestling for almost 3 years? That's going to be an interesting match as well. I was surprised to hear that from Abbas that his first tournament was in 2022, so less than 2 years of experience, and he dominated WAF in the under 16 juniors, whatever it was, left and right, just destroyed, ran through everyone. Thank you guys. Please like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Don't really get any subscribers from these live streams, but it's still okay to ask. I always got Matt's back, fully biased. I love Matt Connolly. Yeah, because he asks you to make them posters for his event, I guess. That UFC ring matches thing. Thank you guys. I'll see you again. Good, successful, long live stream with many viewers after a very long time. Wasn't getting enough time. You're balding, Pradeep. Yeah, I've been balding for like many years now. His website's